almost all these guys before Bawumia had stated their intentions. So Alan resigned in January to pursue. Same with Efriye. But he doesn't have that luxury because he is still running.
And it's a very difficult position.
Yes.
I was saying to you that a vice president wanting to take over from the presidency, it happens in some countries. So we've seen in Kenya, even though Uhuru Kenyatta was not supporting William Ruto, he still went ahead and won. We've seen what happened in Nigeria. Oshibanjo could not succeed there. We've seen what happened with Atta Mills. We've seen what happened with Aliu Muhammad. I don't know if there are other examples.
It tells you that this is so particular that you cannot generalize. The dynamics are so different.
Very different.
But what we know is that this vice president under NPP has been the most, I think he's redefined the role in terms of his campaign.
Prior to election.
Yes, so 2008, he wasn't that known. 2012, he didn't do that well, but then he did the election petition in 2013.
Yes.
Then in 2016, from 2014, he's doing these lectures. He really gives NDC a hard time. He increases NPP support in the north. So he's a very effective campaigner. And then he's also seen as more competent generally than his predecessor in the NPP. I have to use my words carefully. You interviewed the son of Aliu.
Who supports him.
Yes. So so my point is that he's a different phenomenon.
So he ran the campaign more than Aliu did in 2000.
Obviously.
So that explains the difference.
But he's much younger. He will be 60 this year. Interesting thing about this guy, his father was, so you see the NPP, their antecedents, they have the Northern People's Party, which then joined the other parties from the United Party. So it was about 3 parties. There was, I think, a party from the Volta region at the time. Then there was the main UP Tradition Party, and then the NPP. Now this NPP, Northern People's Party, had Anthony Kabo's father, Abeifa Kabo himself, had SD Dombo, had the Tolona, all right, and had Alhaji Mumuni Bawumia, right? These are, and they were mostly chiefs. Bawumia's father himself is a Mamprugu royal. So these were Northern elite chiefs who preferred the federal viewpoint. So this is how come they say MPP is Dankwa, Buzia, Dombo. So JB Dankwa being the eastern region,
south.
Buzia being Ashanti Bono, middle. And then Dombo being the north. All right. So these are the people, and then of course J.A. Brima as well from Savannah. So Brima. So these are heavy chiefs, elite chiefs. So Dr. Bawumia's father was part, but he defected to the CPP. Right. He joined Nkrumah's government, became a minister of a number of portfolios, then worked for the country in many capacities, was appointed ambassador to Saudi Arabia, eventually became the first chairman of the Council of State under this constitution, right? So it's an originally Dankwa Buzia guy moved to CPP, PNDC guy, right? But his son carved his own path. So by the time his father, the man died in I think it was 2002, 90 something, I'm not sure. So this man then, of course, he's an economist working at African Development Bank, but prior to that was lecturing, was a research guy in the Bank of Ghana. His main break came when he became the special assistant to Paul Akwa, who is considered one of Ghana's best macroeconomic minds of all time. Everybody thinks, all economic students, Paul Akwa is like worshipped, right? So he got to work with Paul Akwa. That's where he's noticed by Kufuor. Then he's risen to deputy governor. Then Akufo-Addo
plucks him out.
No, this guy is the guy I'm going to use for. And then there was a whole thing like his father left us, went to join CPP. Why are you bringing him back?
I think I've heard that he didn't have a party card at the time.
Yeah. But his father is a founding member of the Northern People's Party. You can ask Kabo, he'll tell you. Which is why interesting, Anthony Kabo is in his campaign.
He's in his campaign, yeah.
Right. So my point is that he is also elite. So it's not like John Mahama. So John Mahama's father was also a minister. This guy's father was also a minister. So this is actually elite. Born in Tamale, went to Tamale Secondary School. Father was a chief. So he's a Mamprugu royal. Right? Very similar to John Mahama in a way. Okay? Which is why he's helped the NPP to also close the gap. So there's an argument about, where did he come from? In the discussion around time, you can say that Alan was there before he joined. But he can also say that, well, My father was part of the Dombo group before he left to CPP, whatever. So that's Bawumia. He's an economist and a banker.
From Wale Wale?
Yes.
Wale Wale Adam Smith?
Yes, and he's a Mamprusi.
Okay.
Which, yes, so this is Northeast region now.
Mamprusi, Wale Wale, Nalerugu.
Yes.
So that's the area.
Yes.
Muslim, speaks Hausa, speaks Tree.
Yeah, he speaks pretty impressive. I heard him on a Tree station. Some of the people say Muhammad's Hausa is nicer than his. I don't know. I don't know. That's the very
Well,
so that's him. There are a few more things we can say, but this is Bawumia.